Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we are going to look at Michters Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. Okay, so this is a 42.4% ABV or 84.8 proof alcohol. It is a rye whiskey. And I picked up this bottle of Michters for $34.99. One of the little bit higher price ryes. You're out of that $20-$25 range, but definitely not overpriced for rye. It is produced by Michters Distillery. It says it's bottled by Michters Distillery LLC, Louisville, Kentucky. So that does not mean that it is made by them. It just means that they bottled it, which means this might be made by somebody else. Trying to find it if it says it somewhere, but it legally should say, although I think it only legally has to say who bottled it, not who produced it, which just for transparency's sake, it should be on there. But let's do the whiskey review, and then we'll talk a little bit about rye whiskey and the TTB requirements to be a rye, and what all the stuff on the whiskey bottle means. So oddly enough, it's fairly corn dust heavy and sweet in the nose, which is kind of odd for a rye. And it's kind of thin on the nose. I get just a little bit of floral herbal notes in there, but nothing's really jumping out as rye. Like I don't get any black licorice or anything like that. The more I move it around, I get a little bit more herbal quality to it. But what did I say I paid for this? $34.99. It's just above the floor of 80 proof. So 80 proof is the floor in order for a spirit to be considered whiskey. And it's at, what did I say it was, 84.8 proof. So you're just slightly above that. Typically, if you're hovering in those low 80s, you're in budget territory. So it's a little expensive for a lower price or for a lower proof whiskey, but that doesn't mean anything. And typically those lower proofs carry less flavor. Not always true, but most of the time that's true. So let's see what we got here. I just wanted to talk a little bit, let it air out a little bit, see if I could get more out of it. And I am starting to pick up more of a floral, aromatic herb to it, but it's like candy sweet smelling. On the taste, pretty thin up front, sweet middle, candy sweet middle. Rice spice, herbal, black pepper, alcohol bite on the finish. Pretty simple profile. I mean, it's very nice and easy to drink. It just doesn't have a lot of pizzazz to it. Doesn't take you for a wild ride. You don't get any crazy flavors. Nothing dominating in flavor. Second sip, got a little more herbal forward, a little more rice spice forward in the palate. Then it drops off, goes to a candy sweet, kind of middle of the road flavor in the middle, and then it spikes back up with alcohol, pepper, and barrel at the end. It's kind of, hate to say it, it's kind of bland. I was expecting a lot more out of it, especially for the price. So it's good. It's just nowhere near the best. There's so many more things I would buy before I buy this again, especially at $35. That's pretty spendy for not a lot of flavor. It's good. It's a good flavor. It is a good rye. It just is overpriced, in my opinion. And the more I'm sitting with it, the more it's just getting thin and sweet. Any bites kind of going away. The flavors are melding into like this sweet caramel. Like this tastes more like a bourbon than it does a rye, in my opinion. It just isn't what I'm looking for in a rye. It is a good one. Let me know. Maybe I'm off my rocker. Maybe you guys are finding something completely different in it. Maybe this is your favorite rye. Drop it in the comments down below. Let me know what you can find a bottle of Michters straight rye for in your area. And also, this says it's a single barrel. So, do they tell you? Yeah. So here, it's barrel number 20G1566. So there you go. Michter's single barrel Kentucky straight rye whiskey. It's pretty good. I think they could have done a little better. I let this sit and air out for quite a while now. It's really, really corn dust heavy in the nose and really sweet in the nose. Caramel sweet, which kind of, if I had to guess, I do not know what the mash bill is for this, but if I had to guess, I would say it's 51% rye and then like 35% corn. Pretty high corn in there, I would think. But I could be wrong. Finishing up on the taste. Very sweet. Rye spice in the middle now has picked up a fair bit. Moves into some oak. So like sweet caramel up front, sugary brown sugar. Rye spice in the middle. Little bit of herb, not very much, and then barrel at the end, along with some black pepper. I do like it. I like it more now that it's sat open a little bit longer. But I think you can do better for the money. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you can find a bottle of Michters for in your area, what you think of it. If you do, please list your barrel number along in the description below, or in the comments down below. And yeah, let me know what you think of it. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing this video, subscribing to the channel, and I think that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have yourselves a great day. We'll catch you in the next video.